Dopamine color matching, beating rhythm, retro radio and youthful vitality. Takes us back to the golden days of the 80s. Leap from the Agent Studio. What kind of magic does a mechanical push row that focuses on retro trend style? Follow the camera to find out the lost mirror. Hello everyone. Welcome back to Hidden EDC. I am Wood. This time it brings the latest G10 version of Yueqian. This is the dopamine color matching. You can also contrast and splice each other according to your own preferences. The main body is made of G10 material, and the color layer by layer is very beautiful. Stainless steel liner with titanium alloy patch. Crazy extra points in weight and texture. Leap is a mechanical structure, plus a gameplay of the 8-ball linkage mechanism. Unlike other modes that make 8 balls bounce, the jump adopts a jump pattern to the end. This is also the origin of the name Yueqian. Through the cutouts on the back, we can see that the push is in the process of pushing. The buck ball will repeatedly jump sideways on the magnets on both sides of the top cover. This brings a strong vibration sensation in a certain way. In addition, the mechanical part is also very impressive. Simple feelings. The mechanical feel will find that it is extremely delicate. The degree of precision can be seen through the track groove of the inner tank. With such a track, only 1.58 mm beads can be used. What is this concept? Compare it with my fingers. You can see how small it really is. The delicate mechanical feel is combined with a wild one-way style. 8 balls linkage. The collision of delicacy and roughness. What it brings is a unique feel. And this feel also has rich DIY attributes. I think this part is the essence of the leap. But don't worry, let's first clarify the internal structure before DIY. The internal structure includes the upper shell, the lower shell, the liner and the 4 parts of the block and the spring, beads, 8-ball positioning magnets, 4 replaceable parts. The combination of these 8 folds is a complete leap. I'll take it apart completely. Everyone can understand. It's very simple. First, remove the top cover and the magnet for positioning the HE ball to suck out the HE ball. Find a stick and poke out the inner gallbladder. So just stab it. The liner is sucked up by a magnet. Remove the slide, pour out the spring and beads and completely disassemble. It's also easy to put it back. Let's pinch the springs and beads first. The inner liner absorbs the lower shell and then places it on the buck ball. The cover is sucked with a magnet, aligned with the slider, and can be absorbed by letting go. There are no screws, so it is very easy to disassemble and assemble. DIY is divided into 3 parts. They are springs, bead part, buck ball and positioning magnet section. There is also a Teflon strip section. Let's talk about springs and beads one by one. There are 2 types of beads. Monochemical silica beads and bubble wood beads. The sense of lightning silica beads is clearer. Poem beads are smoother and denser. Change according to personal preference. I personally choose diluted silicon bead springs. Leave the factory. By default, stainless steel springs, while the accessory package also contains springs and springs. Steel springs. The spring is the softest, and the feel is light and smooth. Pushing for a long time is not tired. Qin Huang's voice is the biggest and the best, but the feel is hard, and the choice between the two depends on whether you are more pursuing sound or more pursuing feel. And what I recommend most is the spring steel spring sound crisp. The paragraph is clear and takes into account the smooth sound of stainless steel springs. It also takes into account the sound of the reeds and clear passages to bring feel feedback. Then there is the part of the 8-gram ball and magnet. Buck balls are divided into 2 types of magnetic forces, N52 and N35. N52 measured by my instrument is 2000 Gaussian. N35 is positioned with a magnetic force difference of 1.5 times at 1300 Gaussian. The magnetic force of the magnet is divided into 3 gears from high to low, 3 times 33 times 23 by 1.5. With 2 types of buck balls, it can form a 6-gear adjustment game. The default is the maximum magnetic force, which is the N52 buck ball matching 3 by 3 positioning magnet. I personally also recommend the configuration because of the biggest differentiation, the delicacy of the mechanical feel and the linkage of the buck ball. Wildness is the biggest feature of this product. I think the feedback of the magnetic linkage should be adjusted to the maximum paper. Finally, there is the Teflon part, which is not installed by default when called out of the factory. If installed, it will increase the damping feeling. It is convenient for us to experience the mechanical paragraphs more carefully, so as not to rub too fast. Thus, this aspect of feel feedback is ignored. My choice is to install the special payment dragon strip, and these are the 3 DIY parts. Personal choice for everyone. At first I was attracted to the transitional high saturation colors. After in-depth understanding, it turns out that he has so many design ingenuity and DIY space. After a complete transformation, it became my own romance of the golden age. So that's all for this video. If the video is helpful to your purchasing decision, Please also pay attention to it with one click. This is very important to me. Thank you for watching. Amu, see you next time.